My dear viewers, hello and welcome to a new episode of our program, The Cultural Magazine, during which we bring you the latest cultural events that are taking place in Egypt. Please stay tuned.
Minister of Culture Dr. Naveen Kilani opened the architectural exhibition Popular Architecture, Insights and Analysis of the Career of Architect Assam Safi-Eddin. The exhibit is organized by the National Organization for Urban Coordination, headed by Engineer Muhammad Abu Saada in the Adam Hanin Hall at the Hanagir Center for Arts at the Opera House in the presence of Dr. Walid Khanoush, head of the Fine Arts sector. The Minister of Culture inspected the group of works participating in the exhibition, which numbered 74, dealing with popular architecture in its various styles and regional divisions. Part of the exhibition also dealt with an analysis of trends in popular architecture and the contributions of the architect Assam Safi-Eddin. Dr. Naveen Kilani added that the architect Assam Safi-Eddin is considered one of the figures of popular architecture in Egypt. Through this exhibition, he monitors architectural styles in all Egyptian regions. He also transfers his experiences to the new generations of architecture lovers and students. The Minister of Culture added the exhibition is an illustrated study of the forms of popular architecture that represent one of the components of the Egyptian cultural heritage. It is noteworthy that the architect Assam Safi-Eddin is a graduate of the Department of Architecture and a current lecturer at various faculties of engineering, fine and applied arts, as well as other specialized colleges and institutes. He founded and supervised the Egyptian Architecture House Institute at the Ministry of Culture. Head of the Cairo Opera House, Dr. Khalid Dagher, inspected the music letters exhibition by artist Khalifa Shimi, which was held at the Salah Tahir Hall. The exhibit includes 60 paintings of Arabic calligraphy that reflect the atheistics of Arabic letters executed with different materials. The head of the Opera House praised the displayed paintings, noting the excellence of their execution methods and their color harmony, praising the artist Khalifa Shimi's ability to adapt Arabic letters to draw unique artistic compositions. It is worth noting that the artist Khalifa Shimi is a visual artist and calligrapher who studied the arts of Islamic architecture and Arabic calligraphy and obtained a license in various types of calligraphy from the Sheikhs of Arabic calligraphy. He held many successful private exhibitions in addition to participating in important exhibitions in Egypt and the Emirates. Emirates. He is a member of the Emirates Fine Arts Society and the Arabic Calligraphy Society and Islamic Decoration, as well as a member of the Calligraphy Art Guild in Cairo.
Egypt is always keen on honoring its icons in the field of art and music and the field of culture.
As part of a series of artistic concerts organized by the Cairo Opera House, headed by Dr. Khalid Dagher on its various stages to revive the artistic heritage of the pioneers and legends of music and singing in Egypt and around the Arab world, the Arabic Music Ensemble presented the Wahhabiyat concert on the Arab Music Institute stage, led by Maestro Dr. Ihab Abdel Hamid. Wahhabis come in tribute to the works of the late great musician Muhammad Abdul Wahab within the framework of the Opera House's role aimed at developing artistic taste, in addition to introducing new generations to the artistic heritage that formed an important part of the history and conscience of the Egyptian and Arab people. The event comes in commemoration of the works of the late legendary musician Muhammad Abdul Wahab. The musical ensemble presented a collection of songs and melodies by the great artist, the so-called musician of generations, Muhammad Abdul Wahab, some of which he sings and others that he composed for Egyptian and Arab singing stars. Some of these songs include La Mish Ana Lebki, I'm Not the One to Cry, Tell Me Anything, or Ulli Haga, أحب عيشة الحرية, or I Love the Life of Freedom, يا مسافر وحدك, The Lone Traveler. These songs are sung in two parts of the concert by stars of the Arab Music Ensemble, Nada Ghalib, Mohammed Mitwalli, Ahmad Sabri, and Reem Kamal. The title, The Musician of Generations, didn't come to Muhammad Abdul Wahab out of nowhere, yet it is considered one of the most accurate titles in the history of Egyptian art because of the brilliance of his talent, which extended over generations and eras of music. He has left behind an artistic imprint that had a high artistic impact and development across different generations in the Arabic music scene. It is noteworthy that the National Arabic Music Orchestra was established with the aim of reviving the heritage of Arab music and presenting the various traditional forms, lyrical and musical genres to the audience of Arab music through a group of the most skilled musicians and distinguished voices from heritage preservers with high-end performances at the collective and individual levels. This is so that new generations can get to know this rich Arabic music heritage, and it is to preserve it from extinction.
The Cairo Opera House is playing a significant role in the cultural events and movements that are taking place in Egypt. Let's watch with us now the activities that are taking place in the Cairo Opera House.
The Cairo Opera Company, under the supervision of its artistic director Dr. Tahia Shamsuddin, opened its new artistic season 2023-2024 with the world's famous opera The Magic Flute by the great Austrian musician Mozart, directed by Hisham Al-Talli, and with the participation of the Cairo Opera Orchestra led by Maestro Ahmad Farag and the Cairo Opera Choir coached by Mina Hanna.
About the Magic Flute, it's the most joyful opera I always sing, because Mozart is composed a very nice melodies on it, and it's very light, and it's very play. It's like a play. Do you understand me? I love Magic Flute so much. And about the rehearsals, we start the rehearsal from August, and we continue on until now. It's almost October now. And the Magic Flute, it's not an easy opera, especially my role. I'm one of from the three ladies, and the middle voice. The middle voice is all the time is very, very hard because you are between the low voice and the high voice. The opera, the Magic Flute, it's one of the operas that it's made for Egypt. The story is Egyptian, and طبعا you realize that from our costumes. And the dialogue in Arabic, and we are singing in German. And this is not easy at all also, because the pronunciation of the German is a little bit difficult to pronounce it. I think last time it was 17, I think, 2017. I think something like this. It's maybe 5 or 6 years. And really I miss the Mozart opera because it's very healthy for the voice also. Especially for my voice, I'm mezzo-soprano, and all the time my roles is very, very dramatic, and it's about Verdi, and Verdi is a little bit exactly, and the orchestration is very loud and this stuff. So I prefer from time to time to sing something a little bit healthy for my voice to keep it healthy. For sure, there is a lot of meetings, and we are talk together to organize the season, and she's very hard worker, and we hope to have a successful season.
This is the opera, the Magic Flute, the Zauberflöte. It's for Mozart. The composer is Mozart, and it's a very interesting opera with a lot of roles and a lot of fictions. And I hope everyone will like it tonight. We had the idea of making the dialogue in Arabic because, as you know, the opera is in German. So we had the idea of making the dialogue in Arabic in order to engage more the audience. So I think it's a very good idea to with all the mise en scène and the fantasies in the opera. So I hope the audience will like the idea of that the opera is in German and the dialogue is in Arabic. It's the Cairo Opera Company, the soloists, the singers, and Cairo Opera Orchestra, directed by the maestro Ahmed Farag, with the Cairo Opera soloists, the singers, directed by Dr. Tahir Shamsuddin, and the choir, the Cairo Opera Choir, directed by Mina. So it's the combination of everything. It's a big opera with big orchestra, with a lot of singers, big choir. Everyone is participating. It's a coming back for us for a new season, and with this role of mine, it's the Dritte Dame, or the third lady. We are three ladies, so I sing the lower part, of the third lady. So we look different with the blue wigs, and everything is blue around. So I hope. I hope this will be like, the audience will appreciate the difference, because it's not like Aida, it's not like the other Verissimo operas.
I'm playing Papagena, the pride of Papageno. But I'm very happy that we opened the season with the Super Flute. So it's amazing. So have a nice show. She's a little Papagena. We have a wonderful duet with the Papageno. So we have Papagenas and Papagenos, little fellows, and they appear and dance with us, and happy ending. Yeah, it was amazing. We prepare for this show from August, and we have a wonderful coaches like Madame Ursula, Dr. Naveen Allouba, Dr. Hanan Gendi, and of course working with Maestro Ahmed Farag is very wonderful time we spent with him, and of course the director. And I want to thank Dr. Tahiyya Shams, and we hope we will have a nice season.
Der
Well, with this, my dear viewers, we come to the end of this episode of our program, The Cultural Magazine. I hope you've enjoyed being with me. Please wait for me in the next episode. Until then, it's goodbye.